Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to fourth lecture of social studies. I hope that you all are doing really well at your homes and I hope that you are keeping safe and taking care of yourself, and I hope that you had revised your previous lectures. We had finished off with the Indus Valley civilization, and we had read about Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, and little bit how the people in Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and the Indus Valley civilization used to live. So that was in the previous chapter. In today's chapter, we are going to start off with chapter number 17, which is the ancient invaders. Okay, invaders are people who want to occupy a land, or who want to um, occupy a land, or who want to control a land, who want to capture some land or area or region. So ancient means old. So the old invaders, the people who were old and who captured different areas in the world. So in this chapter specifically, we are going to talk about the Aryans. So let's get started. So the original home of the Aryans was the Central Asia. Central Asia, which includes Kazakhstan and different other countries. Um, the first batch of Aryans, it came from Central Asia, and it resided in Punjab, which is now Punjab, in India and Pakistan, divided between India and Pakistan. Why did they migrate from Central Asia to um, um, to Punjab and all these lands? Because they wanted more fertile land. They in search of more fertile land and greener lands, and they wanted to grow crops, and they wanted good land for growing crops and other things. So because Central Asia was because all this region um, was um, was very fertile, so they moved from north from Central Asia to this area. So around a lot of years ago, around 4 to 5 thousand years ago, these people they migrated. So they migrated from Central Asia to South Asia. They were basically nomads. Nomads are the people who don't stay at one place for whole their life. They keep on traveling from one place to another. So they were aggressive people, and they had horse, and they had weapons with them. So the people who were already living in South Asia at that time, they were peaceful people, but the Aryans were not that peaceful. So the people that already were living in this region were called Dravidians. So they were much peaceful as compared to the Aryans, which were more masculine, which had more, they always were ready to fight, and they were all aggressive sort of people. But the people who were already residing there were called called Dravidians, and they were much peaceful as compared to um, the Aryans. So, about 1500 BCE, I've already told you what BCE means, before Christ, before the arrival of Jesus Christ, or what we called in Urdu as Isa al-Islam. A new race of people came into the northwest of the subcontinent. We are talking about Asia over here, okay? They were called Aryans. They had been nomads wandering with their flocks of animals around the vast green lands of Central Asia. Nomads, I've already told you, are the people who don't stay at one place or stick at one place. They keep on wandering for different places in search of food, in search of better opportunities to grow more crops or different things. So these Aryans, they used to wander around Central Asia, and in around 1500 BC they came into the northwest side of the Central Asia. They were fiercer than Dravidians and used weapons made of bronze and later iron. So, because at that time there were no bombs and all these things, and people used to fight with hands and weapons and arrows and all these things. So, these people they used to carry weapons with them. So, they were much more scarier than the Dravidians, who were peaceful people rather, and they used to carry weapons which were made of bronze and iron. They fought from chariots and soon defeated the already weakened and peaceful people of the Indus Empire. So, because they were fiercer, they were more powerful, they had more weapons, so Dravidians were peaceful people, so they fought them, and they already defeated a lot of Dravidian people who were the residents of the Indus Valley civilization. Some of the Dravidians were killed, some made slaves, and some fled to the other parts of the subcontinent. So many of the Dravidians they were killed, and while the Aryans fought them, some of them fled the country, some of them flew away from the country, some of them hid in different part of the country, and some of them were made slaves to the Aryans. Um, Scientists believe that the Balochi language may be very similar to that which the Dravidian people used. So, Balochi language, which is spoken in Balochistan, people in Balochistan they speak Balochi language. They say that this language is perhaps the derivative of the language that Dravidian, the people that lived there in Central Asia at that point of time, they used to speak this language, Balochi language, which is very similar to the language that is spoken in Balochistan nowadays. The Aryans steadily took over most of the northern India, and many of them moved into Ganges Valley. So the Ganges Valley basically it extends from around the city of New Delhi in the west to the Indian state of West Bengal in the east, and it is it flows from its beginning in the Himalayas, and it is basically um, it is between New Delhi and Patna, so it is in some areas of India. These are areas of India. This valley is present in India. They settled down to become farmers and fought among themselves for land. So they came from Central Asia. They came to South Asia, Southeast Asia, and they for the Dravidians they flew them away, and then they settled down and they became farmers, and they captured the land, and they also fought between each other as well. So the Aryans are really the ancestors of modern Hindus. So the India which is India today is basically the um, the Hindus that live in India, or the areas in India, basically they are the ancestors of more on the Aryans. They are the Aryans are the forefathers of the Hindus that are living in India right now. They extended their lands eastwards along the Ganges River. When they had settled down in their new country, they divided their people into groups or castes based on their occupation. So, the Hinduism basically is a religion which has different castes in them. As Muslim, we do not have caste system, but Hinduism has a caste system. So these people they were basically Hindus, and they divided the people according to their ranks, according to their the kind of job they did. If they were poor people, they were ranked at a different occupation, or if they were rich people, they were ranked at a different occupation. So made they kind of divided people on the basis of their occupations. So these occupations were called there were four of those occupations, and in India this religion is still followed. So people, if you go to India, if you visit India, you're going to still see that the remnants of Aryan and that culture is still there. So at the top were the Brahmins, who were the priests. So the topmost people in Hinduism, or in the Aryans that divided the groups into were the Brahmins, which were the priests, these people who preach religion, and just like we have Maulvis, that the Hindus have priests which preach religion, and they're very pious and religious people. So they were called Brahmins. They were the topmost um, people who were based who were divided on the basis of their occupation. The next caste included the kings, soldiers, and leaders, and they were called Kashtriyas. So the next one were Kashtriyas, and the Kashtriyas include all the kings, the soldiers, and the leaders, and they were called Kashtriyas. Below them were the craftsmen, officials, merchants, and farmers. They were known as Vaishyas. They were called Vaishyas, means they were not very upper class people. They were middle class of people. They were craftsmen, or they were merchants. They were farmers, and they were called Vaishyas. Still lower were the ordinary workers, servants, and laborers. They were called Shudras. So this was the lowest caste. So this also these all the people who were servants and who were working for other people were laborers, and who used to work for other people. They were the lowest caste, and they were called Shudras. So they divided people on the basis of their occupation, the job they did. Below the four castes were the outcasts, originally people who were not Aryans. So these were the four castes that the Aryans they divided people into. But there were also people who did not belong to that Aryans, and they were called outcasts. Means they were not the part of their caste system. So they were called outcasts, and they were rejected people, and they were not originally Aryans. They had to live outside the village and were made to do the worst work, such as killing animals, which was supposed to make them unclean in a religious sense. So because Hindus, they don't believe, they have different concepts. They don't like killing animals, and they think that, for example, they think that cow is a very sacred animal, so they don't kill that. So all these people who were outcast, who were rejected people, they they were used to do, they were supposed to do the bad kind of work, like killing animals and cleaning, and they were considered unclean. They were according to Hinduism, they were considered unclean. Even the lowest caste, the Shudras, treated the outcasts as slaves. So the lowest caste, which was the Shudras, the people who were workers, who were slaves, who were servants, who were laborers, they used to treat, even they were the lowest caste, but still they used to treat these outcast people as slaves. So the different castes were not allowed to mix, and no one could move from the caste into which he or she had been born. So they had this system that if they want to get married, they used to the Shudras, the Brahmins, they cannot marry the Kashtriyas, or the Kashtriyas cannot marry the Vaishyas, and the Shudras cannot marry Brahmins or Kashtriyas or Vaishyas. So there was this caste system on the basis of their occupation. So as you can see, this is a Brahmin, and if you move to India, if you these are Kashtriyas, the which included the kings, the soldiers, and the leaders. So, and these are Brahmins, the priests, as I've told, priests. They used to worship people. Even if you move to India, you're going to see this. The Hindu god Vishnu with his wife. So this is a picture of a Hindu god with his wife. So if you move to India, you're going to see all this culture in a very profound manner, because this is still happening in India. This Hinduism is still followed. So these were basically Aryans. So these are the descendants of Aryans. So this is, I'm just finishing off with this lecture over here, and in the next lecture we are going to discuss more about the Aryans and the caste system and everything. So till then, you just revise this at your home, and if you don't understand anything, you can ask me. So till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.